Video is a race and time is your great adversary. But the gap between boring and watchable isn't what you design in. Instead, it's what you subtract. TimeBolt is a rapid video editor for Windows and Mac computers. In return for 10 minutes of life, you will learn to hold attention on YouTube and stand out at work, but for the right reasons.
Thank you for joining. I come to you.
The advantage of sound detection over transcription is accuracy of the cuts and speed. So, if you have ample time to go back and fix words cut off by transcriptions, adjust padding so the start of cuts aren't sloppy, or take unnecessary trips to the cloud, this video may not be for you. Now, onto the fun stuff. Warning, you need a paid account to save your work. So don't do a bunch of manual edit work and then decide to buy, because then you'll have to redo it and then you'll hate me. Get a refund if you don't like it. 30 days, no questions asked. Don't be afraid to hit pause. This happens fast, so buckle up. First, add your file. If you don't have a video to test, go to chapter 3, record your webcam and screen, and in 5 minutes talking about whatever you think is interesting, you can make one. If this is your first time, a couple things can go wrong. 1, if you get a special character warning, rename and restart or your file will not play. Look at both the file name and file path in the folders. If you click inside the playhead and nothing happens, or your video and audio doesn't preview, or maybe it's an iPhone video and the voice and video are out of sync, go here, open VFR detector, find your file, and you run it. Now, if variable frame rates are detected, convert to a constant frame rate right with our re-encoder in TimeBolt. The next time you run in Zoom, make sure that you click Enable for Third-Party Editor. Remember, TimeBolt can't make you interesting, but we can make you not boring to watch. Now that your file works, you edit in 3 phases. Run your automations first, enhance what you keep, and then export. Step 1 is run your automations. If your video is over an hour, the timeline is split into 45-minute chunks for easier editing. The video still renders as a single file. And while TimeBolt works on one file at a time, the file can have multiple audio tracks. Now for gamers, when you export XML, all your mono and stereo audio tracks are maintained, but you still need to assign the channels and audio settings in your NLE. Look below the timeline. If you see a low volume warning, turn on normalization settings and restart. Your waveform will go from this to this. Warning, audio will sound hollow for preview purposes only. Your output will not be affected. Next time, just adjust the gain in your audio for how you record, and it'll come through TimeBolt perfectly.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the up.
If your file plays, silence detection settings should already be dialed in. 98% of the time, the math is perfect. If you want to capture more or less audio, test the decibel level from -30 to -42. Not left and right padding. Leave left and right padding where it is. Click the question marks for videos on each feature. Red is what is cut, green is what is kept, orange is what you fast forward.
Speak English, Doc. We ain't scientists.
You may see audio in red. This is because the setting ignore detection shorter than catches random noise like mic strikes. It's best kept at 0.75. If you make any adjustments, click Update Soundless Detection Settings, and if you do update, it will reset the cuts, so get settings right first. Automation 2. If your video is over 5 minutes and unscripted, run Umcheck. Umcheck is a pay-per-use service. After Umcheck runs, add any unique word tick phrase. Click the repeat checker and remove word repeats. Checks up to 5 words long. Click turn off selected words. You can see your starting words per minute and your time-bolted words per minute. And if you decide to do a vlog from inside a car, motorcycle, or in front of a jet engine, click merge detections with transcripts and background sound is ignored or sped up. Now, we're not a transcription-based editor, but we do happen to find 50% more repeats, ums, ahs, and word tick phrases than our competitors.
Let it ride!
You can download your Umcheck file here. You can click reverse timeline to see what you're cutting. After you run your automations, save your work. Click the save icon. The cut instructions are saved as a JSON file. To open TimeBolt, add the raw file, and inside TimeBolt, apply the JSON file. If you try and just open the JSON file, it will show as format not supported. With automations run, chapter 2 is enhance what you keep. First, put preview at 1.5x speed located above video and preview. Click the timeline, hit spacebar, and now default preview is 1.5x. This is the 4-letter keyword to know, USOB.
What did you say?
USOB, I'm not calling you that.
I said, I've always wanted to visit Prague.
Say you cut a bunch and want to go rewatch, click U, the playhead jumps back 3 scenes and never stops. Click S to create a split. Cut words out of the middle of a timeline, or you can chop the ends off. As you preview, turn scenes on or off and skips to the next. Don't just click O, hold it down and turn off large swaths of footage this way. And as you preview, without stopping the playhead, hear a restart, click B. It back cuts the scene you just watched and the playhead doesn't have to stop. To fast forward when the goal is to show not tell, go here, choose between 2, 3, and 4x and mute or unmuted. If the sequence of how I click matters, I say anything less than 3 seconds, auto speed up by 4x. You still see the action? Just 3 times faster, which is great for demonstrations and live gameplay. You can also manually set which scenes to fast forward. You don't have to do it all automated. Change the bar of the playhead to orange. Fast forward doesn't show in preview, but will export. To focus where to view, punch in and zoom around. There's no need to learn keyframe. Punch values are also exported in XML and integrations. Either right click and select a zoom and focus area. If you're doing a talking head video, chances are the default zoom aspect ratio will not work to keep your head center of the screen. For custom punch values, go to settings and adjust the default zoom values here. If you're gonna make chapters for YouTube, do it in TimeBolt. Right click, type in any description length. The chapter is marked, any length, any duration. When done editing, click these 3 dots, download the text file, and chapters are formatted to copy paste direct into YouTube. TimeBolt enhancement number 4, markers. Use markers to combine scenes into a short. Click the M key, a yellow bar is added. As you apply markers, you can see time adding up here. It's a vertical video. You're highlighting key scenes, but your markers now add up to 65 seconds. I get done marking key scenes. I click Keep Only Marked Cuts and now export. But how I export is the secret sauce. Click our next enhancement, Turbo Mode. Add the 60-second time limit and your entire video is sped up to meet your 60-second time limit. This is how I sound talking at 1.125x Turbo Mode on. Can you tell that it's sped up? This is how I sound talking 20% faster. Does it sound natural? This is how I sound talking 30% faster. Would you talk like this to a colleague and would they like you for it? To make a short, I click Export as Clips. Each cut renders as a single video to a folder with speed and punch values baked in. Now, I open CapCut, import folder of clips. They import in sequential order. And now captions are much more accurate because the clips are already cut, clean, and separated. So you won't have to drag handle captions. It's also super easy to drop in transitions and apply effects. When done exporting, click Command Z to undo to keep only marked clips. Now I can clear my markers and make another short if I want. Which brings us to export options. You can render as a single video in TimeBolt, render as a series of clips, as an audio-only file for podcasts, or export either XML or integrations to add further design. To render in TimeBolt, click Add to Render Queue and start rendering. When the file is done, the queue opens, click the link, and the path to the file is open. To cancel a render job, press Cancel, open the render queue here. Use this diagram to figure out your best workflow to export. XML is best for single cam, integrations are best for multicam. Based on our project, go to our features page that can be accessed from the home page and select the workflow from the top menu. You get video, instructions, links to resources. If you end up removing red parts to join scenes, click Merge Consecutive Cuts button before you export for a clean XML. Chapter 3 is rapid video messaging. Faster than you can write a 5-paragraph email, schedule a Zoom, and people actually like you for it. Click Screen Recorder to open capture. Of course, you have to enable permissions first, but then select your video, audio, capture area. Maybe you want to save as a quick 30 megabit file to post to Slack, email, send a banger, or maybe you want 300 megs in HD for YouTube. Start talking, record a video. Move the thumbnail around, you can resize it. I can stop talking, go full screen, stop talking again and go back to the computer screen, and in post, it just looks like we switched scenes. When you're done recording, save the file. The video auto pushes into TimeBolt. Along with sound detection, it will turn 5 minutes into 2.5 of fast-paced usable information. Or if I need to post a link, I'll send a video banger in less time than it takes to record it. Said no one ever before. And now in scenarios where video makes more sense than email or to schedule a live Zoom, you have a tool to put food on the table. You can cancel your account by clicking this icon. No, you will not be able to switch from a monthly to an annual. You'll have to cancel your existing plan. To remove TimeBolt, you have to remove both the program and 2 files located under Documents, TimeBolt Data, and TimeBolt Scratch Path. Say you have an unknown error that pops up. To see a log of actions in app, you go to Documents, TimeBolt data, and open the event log file. For teams of customers, see our enterprise option to bulk manage seats. We solve attention deficit video disorder for work in YouTube, and I'm out of time.